Ochtaíodh mé in 1982 as áras Máracha agus Leanaí, ach nílas agam cá raibh mé don chéad cheithre bhí do a héal. Tá méid tridanis leis an ólas sinna áil, agus nílam lom héin. Tá na mílta daoine ochtathe ag géirí tacht ar a sunraí pásanta sa tír seo, agus ba cheart go mbeadh is againn go léir, cé muid. Tá nasc nach beag idir 8 agus na mother and baby homes. Ní dólam gur féidir an dárad a scara óna chéile. Tá buinte gomsa le mother and baby home agus farmhór na níine a bhí 8 sa tír seo, bhí buinte có le mother and baby home. Is dólam gur an ceann a bhfuil droch lú don mórchuid ná tiúm, agus tá annach chuid feici a gcuin sna man Commerceáid mar dheall an áit mar dheall an si a bheith héin ach níl sé feici go mar fóil. Agus bhhalam é eiscint agus bhhalam seaasa bhain agus teiscint níos fearr áil stair na siomha.
Corúin sinniad gan cuaram, gan ahantas, gan suhantas. Go bonus a corúiad I dawa séirechas, gan más a hort dan dhéanach déine ná da huantas. Agus teas agin I lig gur cúis naie don nation seo.
We took their babies and we gifted them, or we sold them, or we trafficked them, or we starved them, or we neglected them, or we denied them, to the point of their disappearance from our hearts and from our sight, from our country, and in the case of Tuam, and possibly other places, from life itself.
Tá méid bualadh leis an stairí sóisialta Sarah Ann Buckley. Ban atá tar éis stair Mhéile bhalú siúd a dulling in áras míchlúteach na ban sa cór, Tuam. Ach, nílam cinnte an dastínium na scéalta chluisint.
These were the original names that Catherine Corless found. Probably what's most shocking to people is how young some of them are. 1 day, 21 days.
20 days. 1 month, 3 months, 1 day. Jesus.
Often the causes of death are, you know, what we would relate to neglect. So marzimus, issues that are related to malnutrition.
Malnutrition, yeah. Some of them don't even have names. It's just baby, baby Glynn, female, male.
What's interesting about Tuam was the international attention it got. But the other mother and baby homes, like Bessborough, for example, Bessborough has a burial site, a very large one that has been and should be investigated more. There were huge infant mortality rates in Castlepollard, in Rosscray. This is a story that is repeated again and again. We need to have accountability for this, otherwise we're not going to be able to do any justice to these infants.
So there is actually a lot of tenderness here. There's obviously people have been minding this for quite a while.
Yes, and I suppose it's become the iconic image as well now since the story broke.
This here, look at this. Bury us, it says. It's just, it's it, doesn't it? It's Odie.
It's something that you'd see in institutions internationally as well. On the gates of them, people would leave little pairs of shoes or socks. And it's become, I guess, a symbol of trying to remember that there's younger children and infants as part of the story.
Yeah, sorry.
I think Tuam, you can take it as an example of the lack of options that women have. If you became pregnant, and many of the women that went to Tuam as well, they may have been working class or lower middle class. They didn't go to a private maternity home. They went to the public institution, and this was their only choice. And some of them would have been even grateful to get in there and maybe protect their secret by, you know, having their child adopted. Your respectability mattered in Ireland in the 19th and 20th century, and you were not respectable if you became pregnant. Not even just you, your whole family would be affected with that stigma. It was not a great place to be a certain type of woman.